We've made it to Tuesday. We're rolling right along here.
We are,
Yes.
baby. October's trying to get us down, but it won't.
It won't, not at all.
We are packed and stacked, especially for this hour.
Yeah, and we have a good show. It is CBS Premiere Week, so tonight is all about NCIS. Season 23 premieres tonight at 8 o'clock. Followed by NCIS Origins at 9 o'clock, and then NCIS Sydney at 10. There's so many of them.
Oh my God, we are solving every crime.
Yes, we are. So this got us thinking, what show are you binge watching right now? And should we watch it too? Is it that good? So that's today's 3 o'clock drop.
I can't wait to just form a list.
I know you have a list.
I do have a list, and you and I right now, I didn't know it, we're binging the same thing.
What is that?
It's The Studio on Apple. I can't get enough.
So good.
I love it so much.
I love it.
More.
I love it.
And speaking of TV, can't miss TV. We found out yesterday that John Oliver, big fan of Talk Pittsburgh. Big fan. That doesn't miss an episode. That might be an overstatement.
Yeah.
Just go with it.
Let's go with it.
We made a little appearance on Last Week Tonight on HBO Max on Sunday night. I didn't realize until yesterday when my dad texted me. It was an embarrassing text, but we want to show you our cameo. Take a look.
The Redwood song, she is having a great time. Excellent time.
So who are we talking about? Naturally, we are talking about Taylor Swift. And
Of course you are.
the inspiration behind her song Wood. And it was even more, I don't know who's around you right now, so we want to keep this PG.
Yeah.
But I will say, waking up to a text from my dad saying, you and Heather, because the episode is on from 11 to 11:30, so I was
So you
fast
were
asleep. My dad texted me and said, you and Heather made a cameo on John Oliver talking about Taylor Swift's song Wood? Question mark. You know who's not going to explain
now
it?
you're a carpenter. That's what
That's
you do.
it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I too was asleep, so I missed that. But can I get your autograph?
I mean,
Can I?
It's funny. It's funny. I've been on TV now for a couple years. My family is now saying that I'm peaking.
You're a celebrity.
Now I've made
Yes,
that
you have
to
made it.
at least my dad.
Yeah.
But in not so fun news, but something that we really wanted to talk about because I think that she deserves the spotlight. Diane Keaton,
Yeah.
our sweet angel Diane Keaton, passed away this past weekend at the age of 79, and she was starred or was a part of so many legendary movies. We would be remiss not to give her flowers. The Godfather trilogy, which I totally forgot that she was in because it's been a while since I've seen the OGs. But Father of the Bride, Something's Gotta Give, First Wives Club, we all remember the infamous.
You don't owe me.
Sing it, baby.
I'm not one of your little toys.
Woo!
Love that movie. Yeah, she's such a sweet, sweet soul.
She really
yeah,
is.
And she's going to be missed for sure. And it's interesting because Diane Keaton, she was Reese Witherspoon's first mentor. She was talking about this in a very emotional way. She talked about how she met her, and she said she was only 15 years old, and it was probably like her third audition for a movie. And this is what she said about her.
I came in with this big country accent, and I was playing this little Southern girl, and she goes, "Who are you?" And I said, "I'm Reese Witherspoon, and I'm from Nashville, Tennessee." And she said, "Are you making that up? That accent you're doing?" And I said, "No, ma'am, I'm from Nashville, Tennessee, and I'm here, and I'd love to be in your movie." And she was like, "Well, you're hired. You're hired today, tomorrow, and the next day. I don't know who you are, but I am so excited to have you."
Oh, I think that's so special. She goes on to say how funny and smart and original she was. This particular clip, it made me think about who opened the door for you. Oh. Yeah, like Diane opened it for Reese. I think that's...
And it is, I love this conversation because I also think that in this day and age, it's so, women are pitted against each other so often.
Yeah.
And any time that there's more than one woman in the room, there was the past of, you have to battle her, you have to be better. And then we all realized and aged after that. It's unfortunate how long it took, I think, so many people, but you don't have to dim your shine to let someone else sparkle. And I would say in radio, it ended up being one of my best friends still, Alyssa. She is still so important in my life. She's my son's godmother, but she was the person who was working at 100.7 Star whenever I got my job. And she was ultimately like, this is it. you need to put your faith in her. I know her. She was the first one that went to bat for me. And there was just something about another female specifically. It doesn't always have to be the same gender, but for someone else who was in my exact same role.
And you're close in age too.
Very,
I would. Yeah.
very. And we're the same age. So for anyone to open the door, and especially knowing your skill set, where you came from, because I think mentors so often are shown as older.
Right.
You know, someone who has been through it before you. But for the person to ride the same wave as you and see that you're capable and talk good about you when you're not in the room.
That's the most important thing.
The most
yeah, what do
important
they
thing.
say when you're not around?
That's the most important characteristic you can have in a friend, mentor,
Absolutely.
anyone. Who was yours?
Yeah. So for me, if we're just talking about this particular job, because I think I have so many for different areas of my life, but for this job, for a couple of years, I would bug Lynn Hayes Freeland. She was a former reporter here at KDK.
I love it.
And I would just say, hey, can I just come and hang out with you for the day? Because she had her own show, the Lynn Hayes Freeland Show. And so she would let me. I met all the people behind the scenes, like Joe and he, like they all know that I just used to show up and hang out. And I thought it was so cool. And I always wanted to get in television. And then just one day, she called me up. She didn't have to.
No.
And she said, you know what? They have an opening for Pittsburgh Today Live, and I think you would be perfect for it. And I thought to myself, there's so many people who are much more qualified than I was, but I was like, I can do this job, and I would be a great fit. And I auditioned, and I sent my resume in, and I spent so much time and so much energy trying to get that job, and it worked out.
And you were intentional about it.
I was very intentional, and to this day, I still keep in touch with her. She does not live in Pittsburgh any longer, but she's been such a wonderful asset in regards to this job and just life. She's a wonderful person.
She really is. She still is on air with Larry Richard on KDK Radio.
Right.
I listen to her every Tuesday. They check in with Lynn from Atlanta. She is a doll, but exactly, I want to go back to what you said when, excuse me, whenever you said, I felt like I didn't belong here because there's more qualified people. The imposter syndrome that comes, and thank God for mentors. Because I remember whenever Alyssa was kind of talking to me about radio in Pittsburgh, I had come from radio in State College, which was a lot looser.
Yes.
We were loosey-goosey, we were unrated, we really didn't know if anyone was listening, and if anyone was, it was Penn State students probably on their way home from the night before.
Right.
They didn't care.
Know.
No one was really holding us to a standard. But I will say, whenever she was kind of showing me the ropes, and I said there's no way that I could do major market radio, I am from loosey-goosey funland, I don't know if I can do real grown-up corporate radio. And she said, there's a reason that this position is opening, and there's a reason that you just so happen to be moving back to Pittsburgh at the same time. This is your time. You deserve to be here. And I think that it doesn't matter who it comes from. Well, it does matter, but if it comes at the right time and it's being said by the person that you trust, mentors can change your life.
Yeah.
And she changed my life.
That's right. It's funny you say that. I felt the same way, where I just was like, I don't have the experience. I said everyone has a journalism degree. They have a communications. I'm just a hometown girl with a dream.
like Reese Witherspoon.
Like Reese. But she said that's what they want. They don't need a news background. They need your personality. And so here I am.
It's true. We need your light. We need Mikey's light.
All right. Well, there is a Maine high school guidance counselor making news, shedding some light on some students. So when her students get in trouble at school, she has a different approach. So, when you get in trouble, you go to detention and you sit in a classroom. I'm sure you.
I have no idea.
You have no idea.
I've never not talked too much. Nope, never.
And so you sit in a room for an hour the whole day and you basically do nothing. Well, she decided instead of that, she's taking her students out for a hike. A very long walk, and that is their form of detention. So at first, students, they did not like this at all. But after a while, they got used to it and found that it kind of put them in a much better mood. So that was her goal and her focus. She really feels like hiking, it decreases stress, it enhances focus. Now, as you would imagine, parents, they are split down the middle on this. Some say, this is a great idea. Opposed to sitting in a room and doing nothing.
You're teaching them something.
Other parents, they're thinking, no way. Like, if your kid slapped my kid in the face, they need to sit in a room and do nothing all day.
Stare and watch paint dry. I will say hiking, that would be corporal punishment for me. The way I would be so well behaved if I knew that I was going for a hike. If not, I do understand this though, because I think that walking around, it doesn't need to be in nature. The reason that I'm not a big hiker is I know I probably just like really read like an outdoorsman, but I'm not really.
That's what I'm getting from you.
It's the vibe I throw off.
Yeah.
I will say it's really the dirt and the insects and the things that live around
That's what I
said hike.
live for.
I know.
Dirt. The more dirt, the better.
You love a dirty walk.
I do.
And that's nice for you. But I do think that fresh air regulates. There have been many times that as someone who's trying to obviously emotionally regulate our children, small children, it is so hard. So there have been times that I have put the leash on Odie and I have asked Logan to come for a walk with me. Now, are we making it much past our neighbor's driveway? No. But I do think that a breath of fresh air, a little hoo-sa, if you're getting in trouble, and to be honest with you, this is usually a punishment for my kids because I'm like, we need to leave the house. You need to stop fighting with your sister. We need to get out of here. I understand why there would be a benefit.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you, the only time I got in trouble in high school that I can clearly remember, and I really have some, I feel a certain way about this, and I'm going to tell you what happened. I was with a group of my friends.
It was their fault.
It was. I had various groups of different types of friends. Now, this was my more rowdy group of friends. And we were all on the cheerleading team together. And we walked, I guess one of my friends did not care for the cheerleading, let's just say upper management.
Okay, coach.
And
upper management.
And said something not so nice about her in passing. And the coach associated it with all of us. And I got in trouble, and I got kicked off the team, and I didn't do it.
Michaelin, you got booted?
I got booted, and then I had to go to detention.
Oh,
and
no.
And no one would believe me. I don't know what happened, what went wrong, why she would think that me, little old me, would do something like that.
Not little old, like she couldn't. She would never, ever have it in her. Not the sweet soul.
No, so I would, if they would have sent me on a hike, I would have been fine with it. But I had to sit in a room and talk to no one.
And did you continue to stay friends with this girl?
Yes.
Oh, no, the story keeps getting worse. She's your best friend?
I did not get back on the squad either. I was forever banned.
But I mean, you a drink.
I had 2 good years on the squad, so I guess that I was.
You rolled too deep in your squad.
That's what
You're not bitter at all. It's obvious that you've totally gotten over this.
I'm very bitter.
I would be too.
Because I didn't do it.
You are the company you keep. And we'll see what other confessions I can get from Mikey in this commercial
all right,
break.
Well, still to come on Talk Pittsburgh, one of the most iconic names in beauty is celebrating a woman from our area. And it's not for glam, it's for impact. Her work is powerful, and her story is coming up later this hour.
And romantasy comes to life. If you know, you know. We're talking with the team behind A Bookish Affair, a magical masquerade where fantasy fiction meets real-world celebration, and that's next. Magical worlds, dragon riders, shadow daddies, and a quest to save the kingdom. It's just a day in the life of your typical romantasy or romantic fantasy character. And this month you can celebrate or dip your toes into the fandom at A Bookish Affair. Joining me are Nina Bouvier, Dayon Cree, Josh Parise, and Justin Clausen. Thank you all so much for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Pleasure. Now, we've made fast friends here, and I want to know how this event came about, because it was kind of a passion project of all of yours, right?
So I'll begin at the beginning. None of this world is possible without my beautiful wife with the 10-second recovery. Several years ago, she wanted to host a masquerade party, and it turned into what today is PSF events. So we host a lot of themed parties in Pittsburgh. Our venue's really cool. And then Nina and Justin, armed in the knowledge, came and said, "Have you read this book?" And I said, "No, I haven't."
Deep into romantasy reading.
Okay.
And I wouldn't stop talking about these books. And I finally convinced my husband here to read them. And as my husband's husband, they're best friends.
Oh, I love that.
He convinced him to read them. And then with Josh's experience hosting events for the past decade, he was like, let's turn this into something bigger.
I love that. And a hands-on experience. Because I know, like many readers, especially in this genre, if you don't have an immediate friend, family member, coworker reading it with you, you're going through it alone. So you want to make sure that you are in this. I know Heather always tries to get Mikey, and we're like, we are hanging on every word, babe. We don't know what you're saying, but yes, give us the passion.
As a guy who works with his hands, I wish I was alone. When I was reading the Audible, it's audiobooks for me, so my friends will come into the workshop and they're like, what are you doing?
That is such a good pro tip. Keep the audibles a little more private. So
Headphones.
what can people expect at this event?
Well, we have hosted 3 pre-party events so far.
Cool.
And we are trying to include all of our vendors, which are local businesses. So we hosted one with Roots to Petals, Local Remedy, and Mystery Lovers Bookstore in Oakmont. And that was kind of just a masquerade mask hunt where everyone could go searching for the masks around.
These are beautiful.
At the end of that event, we did a raffle to give away a signed book.
Oh, that's so nice. We're doing pre-parties before the party.
Yes.
I like you guys.
And
Get it right.
The second one we hosted was with Iron
City Distillery.
And that was another masquerade mask hunt. We raffled off another signed book from that event. And we just had our third one, which we collaborated with Painting with a Twist because they've been hosting a lot of bookish
Love them.
events. So we did a 30-minute intro to longsword lesson, and then everyone got to take a sword, dip it in paint, and splatter it at T-shirts that they got to keep. There was also the mask hunt.
Yeah.
And
Context on that one, I own a martial arts school that teaches
Okay, I was going to
historical-
say, you know what?
Yeah.
I wish you
We
would
just
have
pick
left
up a
us
sword
hanging.
and
Yeah.
rock and roll.
And
Yeah.
so-
No,
Yeah, to your point, like, what you can experience, like the space that we have is something that really like sets the parties apart
Yes.
because it's an old renovated Catholic church that's been turned into something that resembles a medieval fencing salon.
Yeah.
So when you step in through the
so
doors, it's not, we're not hosting this in like a fire hall.
No,
You're
it's
walking
very fun
in.
to walk
Yes.
in. I love the first part when people come in. It's the first time they've been there, and the doors are blown off, and they just can't believe what they see. I do a lot of prop work, things like that, so everything's pretty well
Well,
made.
you got swords. You
I
got a
got
lot
a
of
lot.
them.
I got a lot
Yeah.
of sorts. Yeah.
The guy that you want to be
Yeah.
on his team.
Yeah.
So you also have some local tea there as well, and we are right now sipping on this wonderful blend. Tell us more about this, because you said this was custom from the top to bottom.
Yes, so this is Dark and Brooding. I went with Danielle. She's the owner of AVT Company over in Millville. And we created 2 custom blends for the book ball specifically. So this one is more of like a cozy fireside blend, and the other blend that we have is more of a floral blend.
Oh,
and this
this
was
is
created
delightful.
specifically for the book ball.
Yeah.
During our VIP hour, we will have the tasting.
A tea service.
We have all stuff. There's a lot going on.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
So
We're going to
since
have-
I have the experts here, I really want to know what is your favorite romantasy series. Like if I'm jumping in and I'm coming from the pros, I love how they're all looking at each other like, which one is the best?
Tell you where not to
if
go.
I'm jumping in, exactly. What would be your first book if you had to say to a first timer?
What do you got? Because I know what
I mean, I think personally, I probably lean towards Throne and Glass, maybe.
Okay, I've heard of
Yeah.
that. I've heard of Throne and Glass.
Yeah, just like it hit all the right fantasy notes without kind of being too overly romantic for my taste,
Okay, it's a good beginner's course.
Yeah.
Great book.
Putting
Yeah.
it on the list, but
Start with Assassin's Blade, but yes. Yeah.
I really want to talk about this bad boy.
So that's my choice.
Because I really want to put it on.
do it. We got it brought it in for you.
I mean, this is beautiful. Do you want people to come to a bookish affair
This is
all dressed up?
a costume party. yes.
Okay.
We're not hiring cosplayers because we want it to be immersive for all of the guests attending.
Look at the buckles on this bad boy.
We'll get you set up.
Oh, I appreciate.
There we go.
Buttons.
Snaps.
I should have known this. I'm a mom. I
I'm
should
not
have known
gonna
there's
buckle anything.
there's always buttons.
Yeah. Now you're ready to be a dragon rider.
Now you are the quadrant in fourth wing.
Give it to me. All I need is one of those swords and a cozy book. This was amazing. Thank you guys so much for being
No
here.
problem at all.
What a cool event for romantasy fans, and I am sold. I love it. A Bookish Affair is October 25th. We're going to link you up to more tickets and info on our website, kdk.com/talkpittsburgh. And don't go anywhere. Mikey's joining us for a little fantasy trivia. This should be good TV. Talk Pittsburgh will be right back. grab your sword and saddle up, baby. It's romantasy trivia time.
Our trivia master Alante is here to test our knowledge or lack thereof. Starting with one of the most popular book series. So Alante, take it away.
All right, this one is specifically for Nina, Josh, and Justin. Are you guys ready?
Ready?
Sure.
You ready? All right. In a court of thorn and roses, what is the name of the High Lord of the Night Court? This is multiple choice. Is it Tamlin, Lucian, Rhysand, or Cassian?
Reese.
Rhysand.
Reese.
Yeah, that sounds like a good answer.
Say Reese.
Yes.
It is Rhysand.
There we go.
In book one of the series, Rhysand is portrayed as the villain, but slight spoiler alert, spoilers, he becomes one of the characters you want to root for as the series goes on.
That twist.
Oh.
Love a little plot twist,
Hence
don't
the
we?
dark and brooding.
We dark
Yes.
and brooding.
Yeah.
The tea now. It's coming together.
All right, Mikey and Kelly,
Oh.
are you ready?
No.
Okay. Well, you better be.
Here we go.
All right. What kind of magic is often associated with quartz, wings, and immortality? Multiple choice again. Is it vampire, fae, witch, or werewolf?
That would. Can I answer?
Sure.
Okay, it's going to be B. That would be fae, and fae is short for fairy.
Fairy. I knew that. Like baby,
Faye.
fae.
Let's go.
That was pro level right
Yeah,
there.
you
That
like
was
that?
was all right. Yeah.
Look at you.
The picture helped, but we're not going to talk about it.
You've been reading a little bit.
A little bit.
On the low. On the low. All right. Nina, Josh, and Justin. In Fourth Wing, what is Zayden's signet power? Is it shadows, lightning, telekinesis, or mind reading?
Trick question.
It's a trick question.
Okay, we're gonna go with shadows.
And you are correct. It is shadows.
Oh.
Another
No
spoiler
spoilers.
alert. He has a secret second signet. The ability to read intentions.
Yeah, I told you. I
We
told you I
don't
read
want
these
that.
things.
We don't need all that. You keep that in the book.
Too much power.
It's
Too
way
much
too much.
sauce.
Stick with the shadows.
All right, Mikey and Kelly, this one is for you. What color is often associated with, or is often used to describe mysterious or magical eyes in fantasy books? Is it brown, green, violet, or
I
hazel?
think I know this. I know this. It's between green and violet.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go with violet.
Yes.
I'm gonna go with violet.
Get it in there. Yes.
You know what? We'll give it to you.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Because that was the right answer.
And you know
you're
what?
not gonna
Violet,
have brown
violet
eyes.
because why not?
Yeah,
Why
exactly.
not?
That's magic.
You know?
That's it.
Nina, Josh, and Justin. In Iron Flame, what is the name of the forbidden section of the Writer's Quadrant archives? Is it the Vault, the Codex, the Archives of the Fallen, or the Venin Records?
Vault, I believe.
I think it's the vote.
The vault.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that
Yeah,
right?
I would,
It
I
is
would
the Vault.
lock it in.
Yes.
That's what I said.
I
Too.
The
love
Royal
how-
Vault. It is protected by powerful wards that only allow a person with royal blood to enter.
So we would all get in.
We would, yeah.
Yeah.
All of us.
Absolutely.
I
Not
love-
me. I'm a
You
little
go
bit of a muggle, so I don't
yeah,
know if I'm
exactly.
gonna get in.
We love how you're giving them all of the complicated, very difficult
We do.
questions. It's
Yeah.
working out for us.
We're the
know what?
cheerleaders.
We are.
Well, another lob up for you guys. In fantasy romance, what is a common trope for the main couple? Is it enemies to lovers, fated mates, forbidden love, or all of the above?
I'm gonna go with a D here. I
Same.
feel like
because
all of
it
this
wouldn't
is
be
happening.
that it wouldn't be that hot if it wasn't enemies to lovers,
Right,
forbidden
that's-
love.
if it wasn't D, I would go with that one. But I like it all. We
All right.
want it all.
D.
Yeah. It is D. We
Yes,
see all of
yes.
these in romantic.
Yeah. Surprise me.
Amen. Keep me on the edge.
And our last question is for the pros. Let's give you one more. In Flesh and Fire, what is the name of the powerful immortal race that Nyktos belongs to? Is it vampires, primals, shifters, or fae?
B, primals.
Nyctos, which one?
It is primals.
Final
You are
answer?
correct. Primals is a being of immense power that comes from the ancients who were once stars.
Oh, wow.
Just like these guys.
You guys are pros. You know what
Pros.
you're doing.
This
Spent a
was
lot of time. A lot of time.
this was so fun. Cheers, Alante. Thanks
Yes,
for taking it
cheers.
easy on us.
Thank you very much.
You're
and
welcome.
we had multiple choice.
yeah,
Love
thank
that.
God. The world of Hawkins is collapsing, and the fight against Vecna is about to hit a whole new level.
With the biggest budget Netflix has ever dropped, Stranger Things Season 5 is rewriting the rulebook for TV finales.
You know what? And it's about time. We haven't gotten a new episode of Stranger Things for 3 Years.
It's been that long?
3 years. May of 2022 was the last new episode that we saw. And it is rare that we get so many details before a show like this releases. And I'm so excited. We are just about a month out from Volume 1 releasing. I was thinking about a binge watch because that's typically how you do Stranger Things. The cliffhangers are too much. You can't leave it alone. This would be an insanely long
You would have to sit in front of your TV all week. You couldn't move.
It's about 12 and a half to 13 hours if you're going by what we have gotten for episode lengths. That would be a long binge watch.
Yes.
But nothing I haven't done before. I will say it has been a long
Happened
time.
to you before.
In the middle of the pandemic, Mark and I binge watched Yellowstone 3 seasons straight. We did it in 4 days.
4 days?
4 days. All I'm saying is at the time we had a 1-year-old. She napped a lot. Thank you, Nora. You're the best for that. And we would stay up until 3 a.m. We could not get enough.
That's impressive. I think during the pandemic, that's when a lot of people got into binge watching shows. For me, it was Designated Survivor with Kiefer Sutherland. I binge watched that show. There were so many episodes. I mean, hundreds. I think it took me a few weeks to get through it, but it was so good.
I love Kiefer Sutherland in a weird, unforgivable way.
Yes.
There is something about, and that man saving the world.
He was president of the United States.
mean-
He didn't ask for it, but he got it. And he did a good job, at least up until the end.
Oh,
Started to get a little corrupt. But, you know.
It's fun.
Yeah, it was
Who
good.
doesn't? I love how you say a couple hundred episodes and
There
you were
was
like,
so many.
we're starting at one.
We're starting at one. Yes.
Jordan, buckle in. We're going to fuse to the couch.
Yes.
There's
But I
something
didn't know.
about it.
I didn't know Jordan at the time. We weren't dating yet, so it was just me and my dog Wilson, and we.
Single Mikey
went
getting
hard.
it done.
Yes.
You and Kiefer.
Yes.
Oh, we
I
can't
love that.
wait to hear about your binge watches too.
All right. Well, we are seeing more and more shows pushing the limits on how much we can handle in one sitting. But if the show is good enough, you'll stay glued to your seat no matter how long it is. So what series keeps you up until the wee hours of the morning? We're finding out in today's 3 o'clock drop.
But first, she's leading change, uplifting families, and now L'Oreal Paris is recognizing her impact on a national level because she's worth it. We're talking to this local boss lady about this incredible honor. That's up next.
It's one of the most prestigious honors recognizing women who are changing the world. And this year, for the first time in 2 decades, it's coming home to Southwest PA.
Today, Sloan Davidson has been named a 2025 L'Oreal Paris Woman of Worth for her incredible work supporting refugee and immigrant families through her organization, Hello Neighbor. We know and love her organization. We've had you on many times. It is such an important cause. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Oh my God, it's just, it's so right. It feels so right because you deserve every flower that you receive. But how does this feel right now to be recognized nationally?
It's such an honor and so humbling. L'Oreal Paris has been doing Women of Worth for 20 years, and they've never had an award winner from Southwest PA.
Yes! Bring it home.
Bring it home. And to be around 9 other amazing women who run nonprofits, who are just making it happen every single day. It's been inspiring to get to know them and the L'Oreal Paris team. And I'm so excited that today's the day we get to share it with everyone.
Yeah, and you are so deserving. You do so much incredible work in our community. But tell us about the work you specifically do with Hello Neighbor.
Yes, so Hello Neighbor supports our newest neighbors, refugee and immigrants, as they seek to rebuild their lives from scratch. And we know Pittsburgh is rooted in kindness. Yes. I heard it earlier in the show with those cute little first graders. So kids know it, adults know it, and we as a region know what it means to be welcoming, to treat everyone like a neighbor, and how you would feel if you had to start your life from scratch. And that's really the root of what we do at Hello Neighbor. We match neighbors with caring neighbors. We have programs with employment and with little kiddos and with pregnant moms. And it's really meant to feel like a community that we have built together with Pittsburgh over the past 9 years.
That's so true. Anytime I meet someone who's not from Pittsburgh, that's the first thing they say
Same.
about this city, that it is so welcoming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, we know that there's work to do here, of course. The more you love something, the more you can sort of see its flaws and, you know, see where it can be better. But I would say that there's nowhere I'd rather have Hello Neighbor than right here in Pittsburgh. And I can't imagine, you know, any other place to have created this life work of mine over the past decade.
It is incredible. Now, how does this all come to be? Because I know that it's such a passion project for you, but I can only imagine that there's someone watching right now thinking, I want to be the next Sloan Davis.
Oh my
How
God.
do I do this?
I want to be the next
I would like to as well.
I would happily hand it over some days, I think. But you know, I started at my kitchen, you know, dining room table, truly like the story of I had met a Syrian family in my neighborhood. We shared a meal together. I felt like there was more to helping them sort of get to know the city beyond just what the social service agency would do, and that was the start of Hello Neighbor almost 9 years ago. Today we have almost 50 full-time staff. Half have lived migration experience themselves, so we speak over 26 languages on staff, and we're working with almost 900 people a month from over 35 countries of origin. But it truly starts, for anyone who wants to do something, I always say start small, start anywhere, do something that you're excited about, and see if it sticks. I've tried dozens of things in my lifetime. This is the one that worked and that really took off, but it takes that first step. And that's actually why I called it Hello Neighbor, because I think the very first thing is just saying hello and getting started when you're building new relationships or friendships or anything. And so just get started.
Yeah. What is that first step that someone can take? How can they say hello if they want to get involved with you and your organization?
Well, the first thing they could do to get involved with Hello Neighbor is visit our website. We have so many ways to volunteer and get involved, from becoming a mentor to a new family, a tutor to someone navigating the school system for the first time, a donor, a supporter. If you visit the Women of Worth website, there's 9 other incredible women and their stories. And so I really just want to thank L'Oreal Paris for this honor, and thank you so much for highlighting the work here today.
L'Oreal, we knew she was a star long ago.
knew.
But welcome. We're glad
Yes.
you guys noticed it too. It's amazing. Congratulations.
Thank
Sloan.
you.
Sloan.
Thank you.
Such an honor.
All right, if you would like to learn more about Hello Neighbor and how you can help out, head to our website, kdka.com/talkpittsburgh for more information.
And coming up on the show, this educator is described as kind, creative, and unforgettable, and that's just from the parents. Meet the Mars teachers, who's making a big difference in the lives of her little students. Next.
She's a first grade teacher in Butler County who's earned a big fan club. And we're not just talking about the kids. Parents say she gives 110% every single day, creates themed classrooms, and makes every student feel like a star.
I love this. We are so happy to have Madison Davis from Mars Area Primary Center join us for today's Teach Me Tuesday. Madison, first grade is such a special year. You know it, especially Mikey and I are both moms to young children. What do you enjoy most about teaching first grade specifically?
Teaching first grade is truly such a magical year. I would say my favorite part, hands down, is the tremendous social, emotional, and academic growth that I see from my students, starting on the first day of school and all the way to the end of the year. They come in as these curious, eager little learners, some knowing just a few letter sounds. And by the end of the year, they're reading books, writing stories, solving math problems. It's such a transformative part of their educational career, and I'm so honored to be a part of it. Just seeing the spark in their eyes every day when they learn something new reminds me why I love what I do.
Yeah. And there's so much energy right now that
I
we're
know.
seeing. Your students,
They're like,
all of them are
We have a lot of energy.
Yeah, all of them are smiling and some of them are jumping. You are known to create such a fun and positive environment in your classroom. How do you do that?
I think creating a positive learning environment starts with getting to know each child. I love to get to know their interests and their strengths. And I just want them to feel safe, valued, and cared for in our learning environment. I think when students know that you care about them and you build those strong relationships with them, their motivation to learn and succeed increases. I also try to create a learning environment that is full of laughter, encouragement, and meaningful connections. I want my students to know I am on their team and rooting for them always. We also participate in our district's positive behavior intervention and support initiative, which rewards students for positive behavior with tickets and prizes. And this is such a fun way to promote kindness, respect, and responsibility in our school.
Oh my God, I love a little incentive. Obviously,
Right.
kindness is something that we should do every day, but I love the prizes for it. Yeah. We should get those in adulthood. So how do you keep your first graders engaged all day? And this is really a question from parents again to small children. This is no easy feat.
That's very true. It is definitely a balancing act. I think it starts with variety, making learning meaningful, and lots of movement. I try to mix it up each day with lots of hands-on and interactive learning. We take lots of brain breaks. And of course, that positive reinforcement really helps to keep them motivated and to keep their energy high as well. I'm always promoting curiosity and effort and good behavior to keep that energy up. And I just think that by providing both a structured and fun learning environment, my students feel excited and encouraged to come to school each day.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and your students, they look eager to come up to the microphone here. Can we hear from one of them? Can we hear from one of them?
Are you ready to talk? Yeah.
That is so sweet. Whichever one wants to answer the question, we want to know what your favorite part of first grade is.
Yeah.
Okay, what is your favorite part of first grade? Zach?
Mrs. David.
Mrs. David. Well, you guys are my favorite part of first grade, too. Does someone have a different one?
How
Nolan.
sweet.
Mrs. David.
Learning with Mrs. Davis. I love learning with you.
I have one more question too. What makes Miss Davis such a good teacher?
Oh, what makes
Look at all
Mrs.
those
Davis
hands.
a good teacher? Wyatt. Did it leave your brain?
Yeah.
That's okay. Addison?
That she helps me when I need it.
Oh, helping you when I need it. That's a good one. Wyatt, did it come back to you, buddy?
Yeah. She
Well,
brings joy to the classroom.
bringing joy to the classroom. Thank you, Wyatt.
How sweet are
Everly.
they? You can
She
just
helps
tell.
everybody.
You can tell the
You
impact.
can feel the love.
You sure
know, there
can.
are so many teachers who I remember to this day who have made such an impact on my life. What are you hoping that your students remember about you?
When I think about what I hope my students remember about me, it's not the lessons or the worksheet, but the way I made them feel. I hope they remember feeling supported and encouraged and cared for in our classroom. And I hope they carry forward a sense of kindness, resilience, and curiosity. I think most importantly, I hope that the encouragement and support I offer them makes a positive impact in their life, just like the laughter and first grade memories we share will make a lasting impact in mine. I hope they know that their teacher cared about them, not just as students, but as unique and capable individuals.
Oh, we see why everyone loves you.
Absolutely.
So easy.
Can you come to the studio and
Thank
give us
you.
a brain break? I think that sounds amazing. Oh, this city is so blessed to have you in it, and so are those kiddos. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. First grade, can you say bye?
Oh, sweet. Oh,
What a great classroom.
that was awesome. If you or someone you know is an educator who would be great for Teach Me Tuesday, please let us know. Reach out to us through our email, talkpittsburgh@kdk.com, for a chance to be featured on the show. We can't wait to meet you. And coming up on Talk Pittsburgh, is there a show that has you so hooked you're willing to cancel plans just to keep watching? Those binge-worthy obsessions are getting called out in the 3 o'clock drop, and that's next. Binge watching used to be a weekend thing, but now it's an average Tuesday night with all the snacks and absolutely not one regret.
Zero. For this week's 3 o'clock drop, we want to know what show is taking up all of your free time and why everyone else should be obsessed with it too. Kiki B. Jones from WEMA joins us now. Kiki, is there one show that you are currently watching?
Currently,
Obsessed
no.
with.
I actually just wrapped up Insecure for the third
Oh,
time.
so good.
Wow.
For the
That
third
was so
time, I binged Sex in the City. I skipped the Paris episode. I can't stand Alexander Petrovsky.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You and I have the
I
same
totally
disdain for him.
skipped him. Like, he's just, like, it was just not worth it.
Doesn't
And then
add.
The Wire. I watched The
that's old
Wire
school.
twice. So it's 5 seasons of The Wire, and I watched it twice. So yeah.
Yeah, I remember when Insecure came out. I got all of my friends on it.
Oh
It was so
yeah.
good. Yeah.
Oh my
Did
God,
you
I
ever
love
have to rate who you were? Were you Molly? Were you Issa? Were you Kelly?
It just depended on the day.
I was Issa always.
Issa. I'm always Issa.
I know.
That's a good and a bad thing.
It is.
Speaking of The Wire, if we're going to throw it back, Kiki would come into my radio studio every day during that binge and try to pitch the show to me like I was
didn't
buying
work.
it.
Yes.
Like I was a
Did not work
network.
at all. Didn't
She's
work at
like,
all.
Kel, it is so good.
gotta
It's
watch it.
Edge of your
Good.
seat.
I can run a city. I could run the corner.
You could.
I could
You could
if
be
I
on
wanted
the
to
block.
do. If I
Yeah.
could run the block if I wanted to.
You can do it all.
Just from watching The Wire, it's research.
It
It
is
is.
filmed in Baltimore, right?
Yep.
Still live in Baltimore.
Yep.
Makes
Yep.
sense.
Yep. I lived
Love
on
it.
one of the streets.
Now, we want to know what yours are so
Yeah.
we can all personally make a list and see what we're going to be watching during hibernation season.
Yes.
Whenever that is.
And we're going to kick it off with Matt Locke from Tammy with Kathy Bates. It's such an incredible show. It has so many twists and turns you never see coming. I will say, if Kathy Bates is in it, I'm also in it.
Yes.
Like, she is incredible.
So good.
She's really good.
Yes.
She is really good.
She makes it cool again.
She does. Love Matlock. Okay, Donna says The Pit with Noah Wiley.
I
Pulled
haven't
me
watched
in
it yet.
On the first episode, it is so good. I haven't binged watched it yet, but I have seen several episodes, and it's like it just has you on the edge of your seat every single episode because it's like you are in the ER. Yes, you are there.
You're in the pit. You're a doctor now.
You're a doctor.
I hope you can take that kind of responsibility. I will say, my pro tip with the pit, if you have not started, and I binge watched this, was a quick one. Don't do it before bed. Because you were going to feel like you just got off a 12-hour shift in the ER.
I'll need coffee and
Yes.
Red Bull.
No,
Yeah.
not at all.
Okay.
Shout out to our friend Zach Chastain, Dr. Zach, Task on HBO Max. Now, this just started. The plot keeps you on the edge of your seat with gripping twists that keep you glued to the screen.
I haven't seen that.
I haven't seen the task either.
Okay.
Me
okay.
neither. I forget who is the star of that one, but it's getting rave reviews.
Really?
I'll
have to
check that
it.
out.
There you go.
All right, Sue Marino says, The Morning Show on Apple TV. She said, I just started watching earlier this year and couldn't wait for the 4th season. Jennifer Aniston is amazing, as is the whole cast. No Rachel in this character. You know what? I love The Morning Show. We started the 2nd season. It was a long wait for it to come back out, but it basically describes, it's our profession.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling this
Everything
season.
about TV. No?
No, I'm not.
What
You
don't you
can't
like
trust
about it?
anybody.
No, that's the fun
No,
of it.
they gotta have one good person. There's not one good person.
Not a
in it.
moral
I can't.
compass.
I don't trust any. I don't even trust the interns. I don't trust camera people. Y'all are good, but in this show, absolutely not. I don't trust anybody.
Corrupt.
I love it. I love the corruption.
Oh,
good.
Mikey likes to get a little bad.
I
Don't
do.
be a bad girl.
Yes.
That's all we got.
That's what they say.
Marion Donnelly said Wayward on Netflix is based on a true story, sad, creepy, and interesting. So, Marion, I like to think you
good.
got this for my Soft Pants Friday watch guide. Wayward is about a school that is for disturbed teens in the wilderness. So I will say, if your kid's acting up, it might be a good
Drop them off in the
Drop 'em
wilderness.
off there.
No.
Oh.
It could be a fear factor
watch
kind of
the
thing.
show. Oh,
Yes.
okay.
We were talking about hiking as punishment earlier. That could fit right
Exactly.
in.
Now
Yeah.
go live in the woods,
Yeah.
kinda.
I love that. That takes it a step
I won't be on
further.
y'all bad side at all.
All right, Alice says, currently watching Monster, is it
Gein.
Gein.
Oh, I've heard that.
Gein.
Geen.
Same
Gein
thing.
story.
Same thing.
Just not with the kids around.
Oh, I've heard that.
Boy.
I have
So
heard
is
that
it-
it was really good.
Yeah, so you can't watch it with kids.
No. This is about a serial killer. Just watch out. Spooky season's here, though.
I can't watch this.
We're good. We'll be right back.
I don't do serial killers.
Are we Romantasy pros now?
I think we are. We did really well in that trivia.
I know.
Yeah.
Proud. Coming up tomorrow on Talk Pittsburgh, fall isn't just for pumpkins. We're digging into fall gardening, why now is the perfect time to plant shrubs and trees. Plus, tips, tricks, and what to plant before winter hits.
And no tricks here, no mirrors, just smoked beer, smoked bites, and serious fall flavor. Find out what's on tap to sip and savor at a celebration happening this weekend right along the Ohio River.
Oh, I'm hungry. Thanks for joining us for Talk Pittsburgh. We'll also be streaming on CBS News Pittsburgh tonight at 9. KDK TV News at 4 starts right now.